Africa Global Radio. Our story, our growth, our future.
Headlines across Africa.
You are welcome to Headlines Across Africa for today, 20th December 2023. I am Mary Ijapoma Kisi. In the headlines, Congolese diaspora in Paris embraces opportunity to vote from abroad. South Africa's president condemns Gaza crisis and calls for ceasefire. And construction of first mRNA vaccine factory in Rwanda reaches key phase. Members of the Congolese diaspora in Paris expressed their delight at being able to vote for the first time from abroad in the presidential and legislative elections in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Some say they are aware that a diaspora of 13,250 voters, including nearly 6,000 in France, may not make a difference in comparison to the 44 million registered in their country, but they are still proud. Amid the joy, however, others have highlighted the humanitarian crisis and suffering in regions like North Kivu, emphasizing the importance of the diaspora's voice in advocating for positive change, making the act of voting not just a right, but a moral responsibility. There is also emphasis on the importance of organizational transparency and equitable distribution of voting resources for those living abroad. In an unprecedented move since independence in 1960, the election would extend beyond the borders of the vast Central African state with nearly 100 million inhabitants, allowing voting from abroad. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa has strongly condemned the ongoing crisis in Gaza, describing it as a genocidal attack and slaughter of the people of Palestine. The Southern Africa country further plans to prosecute its citizens caught fighting for Israel in Gaza, saying they could be breaking international law and face charges back home. In a press statement, Ramaphosa draws equals between the struggles faced by Palestinians and those experienced by South Africans during their own world history. He says, as they have looked at the sufferings of the Palestinians, they have seen similar features of what the Palestinians are going through as what they, as South Africans, went through. Adding that what is unfolding now in Gaza is beyond being unjust. In response to the dire circumstances, President Ramaphosa is calling for an immediate ceasefire, emphasizing the urgency of bringing the situation to a halt, expressing the collective responsibility to prevent further suffering. Inauguration of the first BioNTech site in Rwanda has reached its key phase as the German biotechnology firm aims to boost access to mRNA jabs in Africa. President Paul Kagame has hailed this groundbreaking milestone, noting that administering mRNA vaccines in Africa was said to be too complicated for health systems. Adding that, in quotes, when we embarked on this journey to manufacture these vaccines on our continent, we were told that it would take a minimum of 30 years. That was all wrong. It is possible, and because it is possible, it is also necessary. The pharmaceutical company says it had set up a production unit to make vaccines for protection against various diseases in Africa, adding that it will employ about 100 local staff and train them in making a host of new vaccines using the latest mRNA technology. BioNTech expects to finish building the factory in 2024 and begin operations the following year. And that's how we wrap up Headlines Across Africa for today, 20th December 2023. We'll come your way tomorrow with more news right here on Africa Global Radio. I am Mary Ijapoma Kisi.
For this and more, check us out on africaglobalradio.com. On Facebook and YouTube, Africa Global Radio. On Twitter and Instagram, AF Global Radio.